Hello, this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to use the TI-34 multi-view emulator software. This is a great little tool to be able to use with your students, whether you're face-to-face or virtual, and it helps them just really learn how to use it and to keep track of your keystrokes that you're working and a couple other options. And so we're going to talk about the menus first. And the one menu that you're really going to use the most is going to be your view menu. And a couple options we have here is that we can show or hide the key press history, which we'll look at first. Notice you see this icon right here. You don't have to go to view to do that. You also have an icon here as well. So either one of those would work. And so if I click on this, we can basically stretch out that window if we need to. Right now, I have key press history shown. So let's say that we're going to take 9 squared and then add 3 to that. So students may have trouble finding out where that squared key is, especially because it's x squared and they may not be that familiar with variables. A couple different things we have going on here. Notice that whenever we press a key on the emulator, it's going to show up in red. And when we're looking for the key press history, the students can also follow along with this up here as well. It could also be a nice feature where you could actually clip that and then put it into a Word document. So if you're on a Windows computer, you've got your snipping tool. If you're on a Mac, you can just do your Control-Shift-4. And so those are some different options that you have with that. So a couple different options there. The other thing we have is we can click on the large screen. And so depending on how large you want your emulator, you can see that students can see this a lot better. And so visually, that can just be a nice feature as well. All right, so again, that's that dual view. We can adjust this just how we would any other program. I'm going to click on the 5 with the arrows to get rid of that. And let's talk about what else is under that view tab. The second option that we see is calculator model. So keep in mind there's one piece of software for both the TI-34 multi-view and also the TI-30 multi-view. All right, so you can toggle back and forth between those two. And it takes a little bit of time to go between the models. So there we go. I'm going to go back to the TI-34. And let's talk about the size. So we can have a small emulator, a medium emulator, a large emulator. If I go to small, you can see that if I want to, I don't want to take up so much real estate on my computer screen. But keep in mind that you also have the option to adjust it here as well. But notice when we manually adjust it, it doesn't always quite fit the screen. So it's not this. If we do it by using the small, medium, or large, then we're going to really keep the scale factors there. The other option is color. So right now we have the royal blue. We could do the black contrast if we wanted to. We could also do the outline, which is really nice. For instance, if you want to copy this or clip this and put it into a test or something like that, I can see where that may help out there as well. I'm going to go back to the royal blue. And the one feature that I think a lot of you guys are going to get a lot of use out of is always in front. And so right now, whoops, let me click on this. You can see that I have always in front selected. So I can click and drag this anywhere I want. And as long as I don't have like a program completely maximized taking up the window, it's going to stay in the front. So if I open up a website, notice that that calculator always stays in front. And so that's a really nice feature if you're trying to use a calculator and you may have another online worksheet or book or whatever platform you may be using, that's going to remain in the front. The next option that's really nice is your screen capture view. So you can see right up here, we do have a little camera, and I click it and you can see that I've captured this screen. And this is a really nice feature, again, if you're trying to do notes for your students on how to use the calculator. You couple that with the keystroke history, or make whatever format you're using. And even if you want to drag it into like a Word document for a test, you've got that feature. And then it's just going to basically function like any other image where you can resize it and things of that nature. All right. The last feature that we can do another quick video on, if you guys see the need for this, is really just the script feature. And what this basically allows you to do is just to do a quick recording of steps. And so we can look at that in another video again if you guys feel that that's something that you would like. And you can, open a script or save a script and things of that nature. But you can see that under our edit menu, we've got our clear key press history, which we can't really see if we're not in that view. All right, but if I end up going +9 and press enter, again, I can clear it down here or under edit. We talked about the view. The tools, that's really just take screenshot or basically restore the default state. And again, that camera is also here. And then the scripts, which we could maybe get to in another video. But that is how to use the TI-34 multi-view software.